Ever needed money at the speed of need? Capital One Wire Transfer Speeds Explained. Intro. Have you ever been in a situation where you absolutely, positively needed to get money to someone, and fast? Maybe you're helping a family member out with an emergency expense, or perhaps you finally snagged that rare collectible you've been hunting for online, but the seller only accepts wire transfers. In these situations, every minute counts. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Capital One wire transfers. Specifically, we're answering the burning question, just how long does it take for a Capital One wire transfer to hit the recipient's account? Because let's face it, waiting around isn't exactly ideal when you need lightning-fast money movement. So buckle up, because we're about to break down the nitty-gritty of Capital One wire transfer speeds, including some key factors that can impact the delivery timeframe. Domestic versus international, a world of difference. First things first, there's a crucial distinction to make: domestic wire transfers versus international wire transfers. Domestic money on the move: if you're sending money to someone within the United States, including U.S. territories, that's considered a domestic wire transfer. Here's the exciting news: Capital One boasts some impressive domestic wire transfer speeds. Same-day delivery? You bet. Capital One actually shines when it comes to domestic wire transfers initiated by 2 p.m. Eastern Time Monday through Friday, excluding federal holidays. In these cases, the recipient's bank can expect to receive the funds on the same business day. That's right, no waiting around, the money gets there lightning fast. After the deadline? No worries, even if you miss the 2 p.m. Eastern Time cutoff, there's no need to panic. Domestic wire transfers initiated after this time will still be delivered to the recipient's bank by the next business day. So, while it might not be quite as instant, it's still a pretty speedy service. International transfers, a different journey. Now, let's talk about international wire transfers. If you're sending money to someone outside the U.S., the process is a bit different. Here, things can take a little longer due to various international banking regulations and intermediary banks involved. The waiting game: slightly for international wire transfers with Capital One, expect the recipient's bank to receive the funds within 3 to 5 business days. While it's not quite the same-day delivery of domestic transfers, it's still a relatively quick time frame considering the international element. Important factors to consider. While we've covered the general timeframes for both domestic and international Capital One wire transfers, there are a few additional factors that can influence the delivery speed. Weekend warriors beware. Remember, weekends and federal holidays are not considered business days. So, if you initiate a wire transfer on a Friday afternoon after the cutoff time, the clock won't technically start ticking until the following Monday, assuming it's not a federal holiday. Banking on the other side, the speed at which the recipient's bank processes the incoming wire transfer can also play a role. While Capital One can get the funds to the destination bank quickly, the recipient's bank might have their own internal processing times that could cause a slight delay. Double-check those details. Make sure all your recipient information is accurate, including their bank name, account number, and any routing numbers. Any errors in this information can lead to delays or even failed transfers. The bottom line: speedy transfers with Capital One. Overall, Capital One offers some compelling wire transfer speeds, especially for domestic transfers initiated before the 2 p.m. Eastern Time cutoff. While international transfers take a bit longer, the 3 to 5 business day time frame is still fairly efficient. Remember, when it comes to wire transfers, a little planning goes a long way. By understanding the different timeframes for domestic and international transfers and keeping the other influencing factors in mind, you can ensure your recipient receives the funds they need as quickly as possible. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.